One Piece. Story was made by Eiichiro Oda. Chapter 9, Evil Woman. High above the town, on a large roof that overlooked the deserted streets, Captain Buggy reigned over his crew with an iron fist. His piercing gaze bore into his men as he questioned them with deadly intensity. "You still cannot catch the thief?" Buggy's voice thundered. In panic, one of his crew members tried to reason with the captain. We're in the middle of searching, Captain." Buggy's annoyance was palpable as he demanded answers, his voice echoing through the air. "How on earth did it get stolen so easily? You're talking about the Grand Line map, right? It got stolen?" Temporarily calming himself, Buggy's tone returned to its usual level, though the tension lingered. "We were going to go into the Grand Line soon, then go in and start our rampage." One of his subordinates, nervous and eager to explain their predicament, stepped forward. "Well, you see, boss, we lost it through a bit of a mistake. The cabinet where the map was in still had the key in its lock, and only the robber knows." Buggy's eyes widened as his voice turned dangerously sharp. "What did you say?" The poor pirate, beads of sweat forming on his forehead, hurriedly responded, "I said the robber knows." "What? Rubber nose?" Buggy snapped aggressively, his frustration reaching its peak, causing chairs, barrels, and axes to be hurled from the rooftop. With a menacing glare, Buggy pointed to his unmistakable big red nose, challenging the trembling pirate before him. "Does my nose look funny to you? Like a round nose?" The pirate, panic-stricken, desperately attempted to defend himself. Oh, no, sir! I think you're making a huge mistake!" "Huge, red, and fake?" Buggy flared. The pirate, worried, fell off his feet as his captain demanded, "Die a painful death!" Wait, Captain! I never said—" The pirate tried to reassure his captain. Ignoring the pirate's pleas, Buggy strode toward his throne, flanked by his loyal right-hand men. Taking his seat with a regal air, he issued a deadly question that hung heavy in the air. "Who am I?" As if responding to his unspoken command, an unseen force wrapped around the pirate's throat, lifting him off the ground. The man dangled helplessly, struggling to breathe. "Buggy! Captain! Can't breathe!" His crew, dressed in their eccentric clown attire, watched in awe and horror as Buggy showcased the terrifying power of his devil fruit. "It appeared! The power of the devil fruit!" they murmured in shocked disbelief. Seated upon his throne, Buggy's slim figure exuded an air of authority. His short blue hair stood out against his white and red striped shirt, which was reminiscent of a clown's attire with his unmistakable red nose on his face. With makeup, crossbones were placed on his face formed an X with two blue lines near his eyes. His hat displaying his Jolly Roger sat proudly atop his head. The rest of his attire consisted of loose pants, striped socks, and pointy shoes. Completing his ensemble, an orange, fur-lined captain's coat draped over his shoulders. As Buggy settled into his throne, his presence commanded respect and fear from all those who dared to oppose him. "Prepare the cannon!" he demanded. As the chaos unfolded, the pirate tried to reason with Buggy the Clown, pleading for his life. "I didn't do anything wrong! Help! Help me!" Buggy coldly commanded his crew to obliterate the hapless pirate. "Blast him to pieces!" he roared with sadistic pleasure. Screams pierced the air as the pirate's life was claimed by the devastating blast of a cannon. Unfazed by the death unfolding before him, Buggy's eyes blazed. "Recover the map, and make sure you take all the village's treasure, too!" With an ominous clack of his feet, his men responded without delay, their voices echoing in unison. "Yes, sir, Captain Buggy!" Inside a small house elsewhere in the town, the room was dimly lit, casting long shadows on the walls. Nami, a cunning and confident woman, sat atop a table, her eyes fixed on Luffy. He, on the other hand, seemed carefree, casually perched on a chair nearby with his legs crossed. Curiosity sparked within Nami as she broke the silence. "Oh, so you got separated from your crew. How many people are in your crew?" she asked. Luffy's response was simple, his gaze wandering around the room. "Only one. Is this your house?" His nonchalant manner contrasted with Nami's inquisitive nature. Realizing they were the only ones present, Nami explained the village's predicament. "No, I don't even know whose house this is. Everyone in this village is hiding in a shelter outside of the town. They're trying to avoid conflict with the buggy pirates. Curious, Luffy questions her. Is he that scary? That pirate called Nami? I am Nami! The pirate is Buggy, she sharply retorted to defend her name and reputation. She took a breath, composing herself, and continued to enlighten Luffy. About Buggy. He's a famous pirate, known for his love of cannons. When a bunch of kids from a village where he once stayed made fun of his nose, he used a cannon to wipe out the whole village. And it's said that he's got a really strange power. Luffy turned around, his eyes narrowing in confusion. But then why isn't there anyone in this village? Frustration crept into Nami's voice as she slammed her hand on the table. I just said they're hiding! What have you been listening to all this time? Luffy brushed off her outburst, seemingly unfazed. So, you're stealing from these empty houses? Indignation surged through Nami as she exclaimed, her voice full of disdain. That's despicable! Didn't I just tell you I only steal from pirates? She regained her composure, placing a hand on her head. Don't even compare me with those common house robbers. It's so tiring talking to you. Luffy laughed, seemingly amused by her fiery personality. Calm down. Nami let out a weary sigh, her eyes fixed on Luffy. She decided to confide in him, revealing something ambitious. My goal is to get 100 million berries. Then I'm going to buy a certain village. Luffy's eyes widened in disbelief as he watched her intently. Buy a village? 100 million berries is a lot, so you have to steal from a lot of pirates. Nami's smirk revealed a mischievous plan as she reached into her pocket. I've got a plan for that. With a map in her hand, she declared proudly, Look, this is the Grand Line map I just stole. I'm going to steal some treasure from this buggy guy, then I'm going to the Grand Line. Her smile grew wider. Then I'm going to steal from even greater pirates who carry much more treasure. What do you think? Don't you want to team up and earn a bunch? You look strong, I could use your power, and you'll get your share too. Luffy's curiosity piqued as he considered her proposal. By any chance, do you know how to navigate? Nami confirmed it with pride, a glimmer of excitement in her eyes. Yeah, of course I know. Don't look down on me. Navigation skills, well, there aren't a lot of people who know more about it than I do, especially since I love the sea. Luffy's face lit up with enthusiasm. I see. Yeah, that's great. We're also on the way to the Grand Line. Surprised and hopeful, Nami questioned him. Really? Luffy nodded eagerly. Yeah, hey, you, come join our crew as our navigator. Become a member of our pirate crew. No way! Nami's response was immediate. Luffy stood there, puzzled. Nami tried to quickly resolve the situation, avoiding any further discussion. Oh, so you are a pirate? Forget it. We didn't have this conversation. I don't want to team up with you. She pointed at his hat, her voice tinged with suspicion. I get it. So you're going to use that map of yours in your hat to search for treasure. Protectively, Luffy placed his hand on his straw hat. I told you this isn't a treasure map, Nami challenged him skeptically. Yeah, right. Then what is it? Why call that stupid rag of a hat your treasure? Luffy removed his hat, revealing a warm smile as he gazed at it fondly. I got this hat ages ago from a friend. It's my precious treasure. I swore on this hat that I'd gather up a crew and become a pirate. Nami took a moment to process Luffy's words, her thoughts momentarily conflicting. Then she hopped off the table. Pirates this, pirates that, people these days. The things I hate most in this world are pirates, but I love money and oranges. Glancing back at Luffy, she quietly pondered. Damn it, is he just a stupid, useless pirate? He doesn't look like he's got anything to steal, plus he doesn't seem like much help. Hey, come on, be our navigator, Luffy said, breaking Nami's train of thought. I said no already, she barked back. Then a devious smile formed on her lips as an idea crossed her mind. Well, it looks like you're in a fix, so I'll consider it under one condition. Luffy lit up with anticipation. Really? Yeah, I guess I am kind of screwed, so what are the terms? She pointed out her condition with a sly grin. Go with me to where Buggy is, that's all I want you to do. With joy radiating from him, Luffy hopped out of his chair and headed for the door. Okay, let's go. Where's Buggy anyway? Caught off guard by his sudden enthusiasm, Nami scrambled to catch up with him. Hang on a second, I've got one more thing to prepare. She grabbed a length of rope on the way out. With curiosity, Luffy questioned her. "What's that rope for?" Nami responded with a playful smile. "It's just a rope. You got a problem?" As they walked together, she mused to herself, "As if I'd ever become a pirate." Guiding Luffy down the street, Nami pointed towards their destination. "Just at the end of this road, the bar where the pirates are staying is over there." "But then, what do you plan on doing there?" Luffy said. Seizing the opportunity, Nami replied mysteriously, "That you will find out," as she swiftly used the rope to tie up Luffy. "When we get there, stupid pirate!" Panic filled his Luffy's voice as he struggles to get out. "Hey, what are you doing?" At the rooftop, a tense atmosphere hung in the air as Buggy, the red-nosed captain, unleashed his fury upon his crew. His hasty shouts echoed through the surroundings, berating his men for their failure. "What? You lost track of that map, thief! You 3 strong men chased after one thief and ended up like this!" Buggy's voice thundered. The superhuman Domingos began to plead for their lives, realizing the gravity of their mistake. "We're really sorry, Captain, but there was a really strong guy. He was her boss, and he wore a straw hat." They desperately stammered. Buggy's eyes blazed with fury as he demanded his crew die a flashy death. Their screams filled the rooftop, painting a picture of terror and chaos. Just as the tension reached its peak, a crew member abruptly appeared on the scene, breaking the intense atmosphere. "Captain Buggy!" the crew member called out, gasping for breath. "What?" Buggy bellowed, his attention shifting towards the new arrival. With a sense of urgency, the pirate continued, relaying crucial information. "The thief we just saw! She returned here herself!" "Okay, bring her in!" Buggy's demand, however, it was also followed by surprise. "What? Came here herself? What are you talking about?" The pirates, still catching their breath, provided a report. "I don't know why, but she's here." Without hesitation, Buggy issued his command once again. "Okay, bring her in then." Meanwhile, the superhuman Domingos, eager to make amends, swiftly interjected with an urgent revelation. "This guy! It's this guy, Captain! That's her boss who fell from the sky!" In front of the red-nosed captain, Nami dropped Luffy, bound and helpless. Nami, holding the stolen map in her hand, declared confidently, "I captured the thief and brought him back, Captain Buggy the Clown. I will return your map too." Luffy's struggles against the tight ropes only fueled his anger. You tricked me!" he growled through gritted teeth. Unfazed by Luffy's outburst, Nami stuck out her tongue with a mischievous smile. Buggy, intrigued by her audacity, questioned her motives. "I see, you're obediently returning the map to me, but why are you doing this?" With a smile, she revealed, "I had a fight with my boss. I've had enough of him. Let me join the Buggy crew." Surprised by her request, it took a moment for Buggy to process the unexpected turn of events. However, soon enough, laughter erupted from his throat. "So you're fed up with him? You're a pretty amusing girl. Okay, I'll let you join as part of my crew." Amidst the jubilation of her successful ploy, Nami thought to herself, "Success! Now I'll just steal Buggy's treasure and Grand Line map, then get out of this village." Moments later, thrown into a cubicle cage, Luffy found himself imprisoned, its steel bars trapping him. His disdain for Nami's presence was clear. "I don't want her in my crew anymore." At the harbor of the town, Zoro arrived with the pirates he encountered during his journey. They proudly announced their arrival to their master. "We're here, Master Zoro," the pirates declared, eager to serve their respected swordsman. Zoro observed the surroundings with a sharp gaze, noticing the eerie emptiness of the village. Perplexed, he voiced his concern. "What's this? The village is empty? I don't see anyone around." The pirates nodded in agreement, acknowledging the peculiar situation. One of them stepped forward, revealing what happened. "The truth is, we Buggy pirates are here at the moment raiding this village." As the second pirate engaged in a conversation with the third, worry crept into their voices. "What do we do? What do we tell Captain Buggy? We came back empty-handed," they pondered. The third pirate, aware of their limited options, responded with a somber tone. "We'll just have to tell him the truth. We've no other choice, since that bitch will be out somewhere at sea by now." Feeling the weight of the situation, Zoro's hands instinctively gripped his swords. As he made a decision, he declared, "I better meet this buggy guy then, 'cause I might be able to gather some information about Luffy." With resolve in his heart, Zoro prepared to face the unpredictable captain and delve deeper into the mysteries surrounding his missing comrade.